Hello everyone, this is IC2 once again for Root Gaming's YouTube page. I have another good game here for you with White Raw once again, but this time it will be Drewbie versus White Raw. So once again, TVP, this time on Scrap Station. Drewbie sent me this replay, the only replay he's sent. So bother Drewbie more for good replays if you want to see more good games, because he's been bothering me about having to get the YouTube page started and then he doesn't send me anything, so that's pretty BM, Drewbie. Step it up, come on. Anyways, we do see Drewbie as the blue Terran up here at 12 o'clock, up against White Raw as the red Protoss over here at the 3 o'clock position here on Scrap Station. Oh no, look what White Raw's doing right here. White Raw's being cheesy. He's placed a proxy pylon right next to the ramp of Drewbie. This is a pretty risky placement here. Makes me wonder if he's planning on doing cannons or something. No, he's gonna go for the gateway with the well-placed pylons that it's hard to take out the pylon. Of course, what the proper response to this is just to power down the gateway, as you see right now. But of course, White Raw is just going to drop another gateway. Oh, he does not want to lose that probe. That was a very, very close call. He's got to be really careful about this. And interestingly enough, if you watch the worker count, you will see White Raw get ahead in workers here because Drewbie's having to pull so many SCVs to make sure that these gateways do not finish. He's just placing more and more and more gateways and being a pain in the butt here and not letting Drewbie mine at all. He's only got 4 SCVs mining, so this is really damaging to Drewbie. The longer he can keep this up, the more gateways he can plant, the worse it is for Drewbie because he's not going to be mining at all. So this looks really crazy. This looks like there's no way it could work, but because of that, this is going to be rather effective. He should take out the pylon now, though, because without the probe alive, you can just unpower the gateways, send a lot of those SCVs back to base. Like if he grabs 4 of these SCVs and hits the pylon, and then puts the Marines on the pylon as well, it'll be much more effective. Yeah, grab these extra SCVs, put them back to work. Look, they're back up to even probe count. White Raw is going to tech up here. He's going to try and get his cybernetics core going, and he's going to be in perfectly fine position. The only thing he has to worry about is the Marine counterattack, but he probably will be able to chrono boost a Zealot out fast enough. It's going to be a bit of a close call, but I would venture to say that he will be alright. If you look, he is actually ahead in probes because of the fact that it was really hard for Drewbie to keep making SCVs and Marines off of just 4 mining workers. So that didn't seem super successful, but it put pressure on his opponent. If he messed up, then possibly he could have done quite a lot of damage, but he damaged his economy anyway by making him pull all of his SCVs for a long period of time. These Zealots are going to get chrono boosted out. They will be out onto the field fast enough to try and chase away these SCVs. Drewbie's mission here is to kill probes because he wants to get this gap evened up. It's 20 probes to 16 SCVs. Oh no, there's a bit of a mismicro from Drewbie. He does not succeed in killing any probes, and the cybernetics core is done for White Raw, so he's going to position. And I like what Drewbie's doing right here. Is like, okay, this is what am I supposed to do here? This game is kind of messed up. My build's way out of line. I'm going to go for a fast expand with Marines. On Scrap Station, it's a bit risky just because of the side paths. There's rocks, destructible debris in many places, so that it's vulnerable. But if he can get away with this, then he will be able to close this economic gap and be able to start teching up faster than White Raw can and gain his advantage back in this game. So I do like this expansion response by Drewbie. It is kind of risky, but at this point in the game, you kind of have to take a risk after an opening like that from your opponent. It seems like that should be way all in, but when the good Protoss players do it, they're able to turn around and get their gates up quickly enough, chrono boost out Zealots, and usually they'll be fine. The main goal of that is to make your opponent have to pull SCVs so that he has to damage his own economy to fight it off while you're chrono boosting your own probes out. So under that circumstance, it was pretty successful. You can see that he is just about even in income with this mule out. When the mule times out, White Raw will be ahead. So overall, he's a little bit ahead in resources. The warp gate tech has not started yet, interestingly enough. Oh no, it just finished. Never mind. LOL. His 4th warp gate is finishing, and he's going to start being aggressive with these warp gates. And this is why I was saying that this is risky on this map, because he is able to just chop down these rocks and open up this back entrance to the natural. He's going to move the Marauder over and use the Stalker and Sentries to keep chipping away. He's got to be really careful. I don't really see how he can keep him from opening up these rocks. If he just backs off, lets shields regen, and then goes back in every time, he's probably going to get these debris down. I like the placement of this proxy pylon here by White Raw. He's being really aggressive this game, and oh, he leaves it with 12 health. Oh my god, there we go. He does kill it, and these 2 bunkers I don't really think are going to be enough to hold this. Force fielding the bunkers so the SCVs can't get into repair. Very nice move by White Raw. Forces him to unload his other bunkers. These Marines are no match for this army of White Raw outside of bunkers. Now Drewbie's big plan, the expansion, has been forced away. Drewbie's backed into a corner here, and I'm really curious to see what it is he can do in this situation, because he appears to be so far behind. I would venture to guess he's going to lift over to the island, and there we go. That is what he's going to do. He's going to say, well, I can't take my natural, screw you, I'm Terran, I'm going to take the island because I can. Well, he makes a bunch more bunkers here to try and hold this choke point. He has to sort of hook it. He has to cover both entrances here just to make sure that White Raw can't come around and hit him from the side. But right now, Drewbie's having to play pretty defensively here. And I'm waiting to see what White Raw's going to do. He could take this opportunity to expand, which looks like is what he just did. And once this expansion is up, he will be able to start teching pretty heavily. Probably get Charge and or Blink and or Storm, or possibly even Colossus. So White Raw's in a really good position right now. Drewbie's expansion being delayed. It's in the corner, but it's going to take him quite a while to saturate that expansion unless he gets a really quick medevac just to fly some SCVs over onto that island base. Still warping in units here from White Raw, being really aggressive, keeping Drewbie on his back feet here, circling around, making sure he does not expand again. And he's forcing Drewbie to really produce fighting units here. He's having to try really hard to hold this back. And that means that he can't tech too hard. He can't get up to siege tanks very quickly. He's going to be forced on staying on this bio. Probably going to be able to delay the medevacs at least a little bit.